Here I'm performing a cross cable upper back extension. Now if you see the cross cable upper back extension and then you look at cross cable rear delt rows, they are very similar in terms of execution. But in this movement, you can see I'm allowing freedom of my shoulder blade or scapula to glide forward and backwards. So as you can see here, as I'm pulling it back, I want my shoulder blades to retract or be brought closer together. And as I bring the cables back towards the end, I want my shoulder blades to glide forward. Now this movement of gliding forward and gliding backward is known as protraction and retraction respectively. And this is important because the upper back musculature works primarily on moving the shoulder blade in that movement. So in a similar sense to a rear delt row, we are getting our arms, we are guiding our elbows in that arm path that we want to bring the elbows as far back as possible. But this time round, we want the elbows to bring even further back. I want you to think of making a semicircle with either ends of your elbow. So as you look at me doing it, you can see that my elbows are tracing backwards in that arm path. What I really want to see is that elbows tracing backwards in the arm path and brought as far back as you can, as though you're drawing a semicircle at the back of your, behind your back. So a semicircle will be a good guide in terms of what you want to be drawing to cue your elbows to move in that position. So once again, you want to adjust the cable in that height position such that it is parallel or in that line of arm path with your upper arm that is holding on to it, so that we do not create an angle and do not create any unnecessary shearing forces or friction that makes exercise more difficult. And so once you get in position, you hold onto the cable and you bring that elbow as far back as you can, and then you allow it to glide forward and allow the elbow to go as far towards midline as you can, so that the shoulder blade has that freedom to glide forward when you allow the elbow back towards midline of your body as much as you can. We want constant tension, so we do not want the weight to drop or rest onto that machine, so that we have constant tension onto the upper back musculature.